Hey guys, and welcome to Glue today. Today we're going to show off one of the new stable patches. Of course, we know that we have seen Conan Exiles go from Unreal Engine 4.12 to now 4.15. With this comes a lot of new adaptations so that the developers can have a more streamlined process. First of all, we know that climbing is here and it is here. Another thing that's going to be helping a lot of players, especially for mining Ichor and a bunch of other things, is that stacking meat is now on 20 instead of 10. They fixed some environmental collisions, and XP is going to be 20% less to what it is. Link is going to be in the description for the exact link for all of the patches, but I'm going to talk about the highlighted ones. Also, reptile hide can also be harvestable by daggers as well, so it's going to be one of the best kinds of setups for when you can just get that one thing that you need and not all that meat. Another thing that you can actually have is being able to actually learn more by the more that you discover on the map. And because you're able to discover more on the map, you'll be able to have higher XP counts. So the more map locations you have by the discovery system, the better you'll actually have everything set up in almost every single way whatsoever. So that will be, you explore the map so that you can actually get everything else. Also, bows and a reticle was found as well for here on almost every regard. And another thing that has helped so much on this kind of patch is that clan rosters can now be scrolled down. So if you have that one person that's in that clan that you don't want to be a part of in your clan anymore, you can kick him out now, even if he's at the bottom of the scroll list in those Zerg clans, so you don't have to have an admin to actually help you if you're on a private server. And another thing that's going to be helpful, especially for NPCs, visual effects, they've added so much on this. So now, in order to actually learn to where you're climbing, guys, Horse also made a video of this to be the easiest one to actually get to it with 10 grit, is that you climb this other rock which is right next to like Finger Bang Rock, which they have kind of coined it for, and it's really funny. But you get on this rock which is right next to it, which is right next to Brimstone Pass, where all the rock noses are just before Salt Flats. And what you do is that you climb all the way up here, you go all the way down, and then you jump to go straight across to these rocks, and then you just go and you continually climb straight up to get everything else done. There's also a few ways that you can also do this if you have a 25 grit build, but if you want to do it straight off the bat so that you can get these climbing boots and gloves when a server wipes or you're new on a server, that's the easiest way to do it. There's a few spots and patches here that doesn't really have its texture to it, and you can actually slide your body in it, so don't trust them. They will not help you land. So you want to continue climbing straight forward up so that you can learn from the mountaineer, which doesn't say anything, and the devs point out that he's a mute as a joke, and it's kind of funny that you can actually get all the way up here and get everything else. Now, with the new patch as well, there is a glitch method to actually making these murder holes for your archers or yourself. So when you are having people that are climbing, it is going to be more on that in another video. But also at the same time, you can see all these discoverable portions on the map. Every single portion that's on the map that you discover gets you an XP boost as well as helps your XP multiplier. There's also a few other people that have also covered this, but more on that later as well. There's a lot of things that add to this on the patch notes. So leveling up to level 50 is going to be even easier. As you can see here, climbing cannot be the only benefactor, and you cannot damage tier 2 to tier 3 with steel anymore like it was on the experimental portion of the test live server. So you're going to have to do it the old-fashioned way, whether you use gods or whether you use bombs. If you kind of have this kind of setup so that it doesn't actually hit that right portion at all times, you can have a god that gets instantly killed even underneath as soon as his complete animation is done, and he's just struck down almost immediately. Again, I was sick for a while, guys. I couldn't really speak for about a good 2 weeks, and I had a very deep whooping cough, so that's why you didn't see me make videos for the last 2 weeks. But here I'm going to try and put more videos up so that you guys can actually enjoy this kind of stuff. Like, comments to if you actually like this kind of stuff and you really like my stuff, please subscribe. And here's just a little bonus clip that I actually add, is that you can actually go through the frames to actually take away the elevators, and it's really interesting on how this is actually done, where you can actually look through, crouch down, and just pick it up. So if you're being raided upon and you don't want them to come up through that way, it's like that. And have a good one, guys.